Hey. I spent most of the afternoon, early afternoon, of course. It's just like 2:27. Procrastinating on whether or not to make this little short video. But I just want to say I was listening to the radio this morning when I was getting ready for work. I was listening to this song called "I'm Not Lucky, I'm Loved" by Jonathan McReynolds. Love that song because it is so true to me. God loves me and I love me too, if you can't tell. But anyway, after that song went off, it started to play another one of his songs called "Make Room." And just the first 4 lines in that song, was very impactful to me this morning. And it says, "I find space for what I treasure. I make room for what I want. I choose my priorities. And Jesus, you're my number one." A beautiful worship song, and just a wonderful song. And it goes on to, tell the Lord that if there are other things taking up space in my life, move it over. You can move it over. But I'm not coming from a Jesus perspective this morning. Coming from a people perspective. A harsh reality is that as individuals living, that 9 times out of 10, you're probably no one's priority. And that's a difficult reality to accept for a lot of people. What I want to do today is to encourage you to make you a priority in your life. Make taking care of you a priority in your life. There's 1,000 exercise videos, as if that's the only way that we need to know how to take care of us. There's 1,000, eat this, eat that, but not a lot of what we need to do from a mental and emotional health perspective to take care of us. Not a lot about some of the things that we can do to cope with our everyday stressors. Not a lot with regards to how we can practice self-care that's beyond eating and exercising. My family and I, we have been, while you may see a lot of it now, we've been on the road, traveling, doing what we do since my kids were very small. And I lived in the state of Florida. And I got a vacation. We get on the road and go. We've been going. You can ask any one of my kids. Their mommy loves the beach and she loves the museums. And she loves to expose them to different things. It was a lot of what I didn't get growing up. But I also use those times and those experiences as an opportunity for me to take care of me. To take care of me. To just do what I want to do when I want to do it. I've always been the kind of person that likes to dance to the beat of my own drum. If they say wear green, I wear black, Be all in choir rehearsal fussing about what I want to wear when I know we have to be uniform. And sometimes that's just me saying, I'm an individual and I want to be an individual and I don't want to do what you want to do. I want to do what I want to do. Part of that is an emotional thing for me. 90% of the time I conform to whatever I'm being asked to do, but it's just me. This weekend I had a wonderful time. I went to go and check on my daughter. She got a little fussy. She fusses about stupid people. Stupid people, so stupid. She don't understand. She's a lot like her mom in that respect. I don't call people stupid, but some of the mindsets that I experienced, I definitely struggle to understand. But a part of that for me is that she's 19 years old. She's 9 hours away from what she knows is to be home. I do not automatically assume, even when we video chat, that when I'm looking at her on the camera that everything's okay, because a lot of people have mastered wearing a mask, and we've mastered pretending to be great when we're really not. And so even though I've tried to instill the importance of communicating how you feel with my kids, at the same time, I'm that mom. I need to look at you. And I got one in California. If it's, I'll fly. I got enough friends. Can I get a buddy pass? I need to look at you. I need to set eyes on you to make sure that you're okay. And so, and that's, to me, at the same time, even though I hadn't really known the song that well, that was me saying, I make space for what I treasure. I make time for what I want. They were mine. They are mine. God gave them to me. I did not take my responsibility as being a parent lightly, and you should not either. At the same time, when I hear the song, I think about how busy we often get. I'm not a person who does a lot of group. All of my friends will tell you, you know, they just stop inviting me to things altogether. I don't do group events. I love you. Call me by the house and drink some coffee. You know, I break out from wine, but you know, if it's okay, I might sip a little bit and chat it up with you. But I'm not a group, let's get together thing. That's not a thing for me. It's not something that I like to do. But I will connect one-on-one and have deep conversations with the people that are close to me and with the people that I love, of course. So for you, when you come in contact with those I'm too busy, I got things to do, every time you talk to them, it's something else going on other than you, let them have that. And you be your priority. You make time for you. Love you unconditionally. And do the best that you can do to take care of you. Not just physically, but that's important. I'm working on that. The eating, that's important. Working on that too. But emotionally, I've been there. Got it. And I can, and it's the only, I fight for my peace. You can ask my these people, call my children that have lived in my house for the last 4 years. When I had all of them together, I would shut the house down. It's going to be peace. I don't care what y'all bickering or think you're going to bicker about. It's going to be peace in my house, and we're going to love each other, and we're going to take care of each other, and we're going to be good. You can ask them. They'll tell you. And we're going to sit down, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to work it out. Not just because it taught them conflict resolution, but it allowed us to keep home as a safe haven. It allowed us to keep drama out of our homes, and it continued to create an environment that was conducive to love and us loving each other. And I don't care what was going on with us, we all wanted to be home, because home was always a safe place. So again, people make time for what they treasure. If they too busy, make space for what they treasure. If they too busy, let them have it. You take care of you. And when, you know, they see you out and about and look like you having too much fun, let them look on, because their priorities were those things that they were busy with when you came through. The things they treasured were the things that they were doing when they were too busy for you. God bless. It's a Monday. Make it a great day. Bye.